What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the Who's Keeping Score podcast. I'm Alex,
What's up, Jacob Cross?
My name's Jaden. What's up, guys?
and this is a little podcast we want to start. We're going to be talking sports, talking about general sports going on in the world today, talking about fun topics that we just be growing up talking about in our basement, just debates about sports, debates about top tens going on about all sports. And here to have a good time. We'll end every episode with a couple of trivia questions to just test our knowledge, and that's what we got going on this podcast. Today we're going to be going through 4 topics. Topic number 1 is going to be talking about going on in the world, the March Madness championship, which is on April 7th. So hopefully this comes out before that. But we got Houston versus Florida. So that's going to be our first topic. Second topic is going to be Jokic or Shea MVP. Just our thoughts about that. Our third topic is going to be talking about, we're going to create a best player of all time using different attributes of different players. So like shooting, dunking, 3-point. We'll go through that, try to make our best player, but you can only use one. It'll be a draft. So once players are in, they're no longer usable. And then trivia at the end. So let's get it started.
Good time.
All right. So Florida, Houston.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like it's a pretty common, like, you go into a championship and it's always best offense versus best defense.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really just another example of that. But it's specific between Houston defense as a whole and Walter Clayton. Because Houston, I feel like in the country plays the best clutch defense. Like they get stops when it matters. And then Walter Clayton has been the exact opposite on Florida, where every time the other team needs to get a stop, he finds a way to score. And so it's just going to be one of those, when it comes down to the end, will Walter Clayton be able to get a bucket or will he not?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it's going to go. Like, no doubt about it.
Vegas has the line at Florida -1.5, so everybody's predicting it to be a good game.
Absolutely.
It's going to be low scoring, so it's really just going to be who at the end of the game can come up with a bucket.
Absolutely. I think another big thing is who's going to shoot better between Walter Clayton and LJ Cryer. Because LJ Cryer has been shooting the lights out of the ball, especially in the game against Duke, had a tremendous game. So I think those are the 2 bucket getters. If one of them isn't performing, it is a big backstabber for that specific team.
But it's also crazy because Florida, like, we're pretending like Florida's not going to guard. Like, Florida's going to guard the freaking ball.
Oh, for sure.
Elijah Martin is one of the best defenders in the country, and like just athletically on both sides of the ball, it's just hooping, and it's just like a lovely second fiddle, and not even second fiddle, just like lovely second piece of that team. And then you have the big Condon. Like Florida is a well-rounded team, but they go as Walter Clayton goes.
For sure.
Yes, they do.
It's Florida's advantage, like, so far throughout the year, is that their bigs are super mobile. And they can score at will, like all 3 levels. Like the Australian dude, I think Hoff, I don't know how to pronounce it, and Condon can move well, and so they've been too athletic for the other team's bigs. But Houston is full of athletes. Their entire team is just strictly athletes. Like I was watching videos of their practices earlier, and they go crazy. I would not personally. I'm too lazy to play for a team like that. But like they're just diving. They're diving after loose balls in practice, like just going after it. And I don't know if Florida, like, because Florida does a bunch of dumb stuff throughout the game, and I feel like Houston will be a team that will take advantage of those stupid mistakes.
So you're saying you think that Houston's going to win the game? That's the question.
Well, yeah. So like. My gut says Florida because they've gone through like tight games. Obviously, Houston just did, but Florida should have lost like 2 or 3 times already in the tournament. They should have lost to UConn, and they should have lost to Texas Tech. And somehow, some way, they find a way to win. And I feel like teams like that kind of have that like destiny team sort of feel.
Yeah.
So that's where my gut goes, but I don't know.
I'm so upset we got robbed of the Duke Florida game. Like,
yeah,
100%.
that was scripted from the beginning.
For sure.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Yeah. Houston is significantly, in my opinion, more physical than Florida is. But it's the same thing. Like the Florida-Texas Tech game, Texas Tech was significantly more physical and Florida looked flustered for a lot of the game until Walter Clayton decided to throw
that's
the ball
what I'm saying. As soon as
and make
Walter
it
Clayton wants to score, he'll find a way to score. He shot 3 shots in a row against Texas Tech, not looking at the basket. Like Texas he just fully ran the other way and scored.
Texas Tech left the door open, missing free throws.
Yeah,
not doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what Duke did yesterday with Houston.
Tyrese Proctor missing the front end of a 1-and-1. Like, absolutely wild.
Duke completely sold though. They didn't have a field goal in the last 10 minutes. You're not going to win a game.
Tugler with the most mentally tough 3 or 4 plays back to back was insane. He gets the worst call worst play I've ever seen in college basketball. Like getting a technical foul with a minute left in the game.
Yep.
And then goes down. They missed the free throw. They might have made this free throw. He gets a block on Con Knipple when they get the ball back. Then he plays great one-ball defense. Then they hit the 3. Then he gets the putback dunk on it was just a crazy 3 or 4 sequences where you're like, oh my goodness, this kid could have folded after the technical foul with a minute left in the game.
100%. I think that kind of goes back to what I was saying with the culture that they've created at Houston. Everybody on the team, including the coach, was there really as soon as the technical foul happened. They all went over to him, made sure that he kept his head up and stayed in the game, because it was so easy for him to just completely check out at that point and be like, oh, I'm an idiot, I lost the game for us. But with the culture that they've created over there, he stayed in the game and made some pretty big plays.
Yeah. So Alex, who do you have winning the game then?
If Houston can guard Walter Clayton to even hold him under 20, I think Houston wins. I think Houston's more athletic. I think Houston's more physical. But no one has been able to really do that yet. So I think Houston's going to win, but I think Florida has the higher upside because they have the best player on the court. The sidestep right 3 over Baker Mazzara in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't even understand. Baker Mazzara is 6'11". I don't even understand how he got the shot off.
He's 35 years old.
The jerky movements, the up fake and then the extra step, or his timing is it's not even that he's that much quicker than everybody else, but just his feel for the game is on an insane level. If people are saying he's not an NBA player, I think they're crazy.
I was just about to say that. It's so strange that he's been the NBA scouts are saying that he won't be a good pro, because every time I watch him, that is definitely a pro. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Exactly. People are always all the NBA people are always he's too old. He played too many years, and they don't want an older person going. It's the same thing with Dalton Connect, why he didn't go as high, because he was top
the best player
in college last year. Yeah. But he went 17th overall just because he is 24 years old. But
it's gonna be a fun coaching battle too, because I think it's the youngest coach versus the oldest coach. Calvin Sampson is 70 something, and Todd Golden is 35, maybe 30, 36. And so that's going to be interesting. Very new school. He's 39. And then Calvin Sampson is super old school. I'm just going to bully you and out physical you until we win. Calvin Sampson is 69. So it's a 30-year age gap between the coaches.
Yeah, that's insane.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Jaden, thoughts for who you think is going to
win? I want Florida to win. I want to root for Walter Clayton. I want Florida to have an explosive game. Defense wins championships though, and that's it's so hard to do. Houston just guards for 40 minutes and what was the time where Duke went without a field goal? You said 10 minutes or something crazy.
It was at the end of the game.
Duke we were arguing earlier, was one of the best college basketball games we've ever seen. They held them without a field goal to 10 minutes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's wild. So I want Walter Clayton to have like a historic game because I feel like that's fun to watch, but I don't know. I feel like Houston.
And I do think personally out of the 4 1 seeds, I thought Duke was the best and Auburn was the worst out of my personal opinion. And Houston beat the best. Yeah, it was a crazy ending, but I think if you can beat the best, then you can beat everybody else.
And Florida has gotten, like, let's be like so real.
They've gotten so lucky.
Like Texas Tech was the luckiest thing. Like,
but
like even with all like the Walter Clayton shots, and it was Howard Condon that was hitting the threes towards the end of the game too.
Huff or Howe.
Huff.
Yeah. So even though they're hitting big shots, like they're still getting missed free throws on the other end. Like they're getting helped. Like there's no reason they should have won that game. So
and especially the Houston Tennessee game. Tennessee scored like 5 points in like 20 minutes.
They had 15 points
at halftime.
Teams
in the country.
I feel like they've weirdly gone under the radar because it might be like a Big 12 thing because all of the eyes were on the SEC this year. But I feel like Houston wasn't even talked about that much this year. It was like Duke or SEC.
Because I think it's like it goes based on like the other teams. Like Houston is such a well-rounded team, like across the board. Where like Duke, there's obviously like 2 top 10 draft picks on the team where you're talking about, and Walter Clayton has been the most exciting person in basketball, or Johnny Broome and Todd Bedford. Like, so those other teams had like big name players where Houston is more like we have 7 guys that can go. And they're going to buy into the system.
Yeah, and everybody was talking about, Walter Clayton did have, 33 yesterday? 34, something like that. Crazy game. LJ Cryer had 26 shooting, like 65% from the field and 70% from 3.
I'm looking at Ken Palm right now, and Houston is 2nd, Florida's 3rd. They're both 35-4, and they have a 0.4 difference in net rating. Like they're exactly the same.
Wow!
So it's gonna make for a fantastic game.
Great game.
So Florida is 2nd in the country in offensive net rating and 9th in defensive, and Houston is 9th in offensive and 1st defensive. Wow. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm very excited. Like. We were talking earlier about how there were no real like upsets or Cinderella stories or whatever, and that's kind of made for the boring first couple rounds. But like the basketball that we've gotten at the end of the tournament has really made up for it, I think.
Yeah, both games in the Final Four were absurd.
Yeah.
So Jacob, you have Florida, and Jaden and
I have Florida.
You got to just make a pick.
A game-winning shot. So I think Florida wins. Here's the situation. Florida's down by 1. Everybody's like, go to the basket. Walter Clayton sidestep to the right 3. They win by 2 at the buzzer.
It hasn't been that type of tournament. I don't know.
They cover.
And they cover.
1.5. They cover. Good teams win. Great teams cover.
Okay. Heard it here first. Jacob Krause.
Yep. Yeah, come back next week to see that definitely not happen.
It is. I mean, it's been the tournament as a whole has been, in terms of basketball performance and like ratings of each team, it's been a crazy tournament just because, I mean, I guess whoever made the selections of who's going to be each seed did a phenomenal job this year. The chalkiest tournament I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Which doesn't make it entertaining because everybody wants the Cinderella.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an 11 seed from Chapel Hill. Was supposed to be the Cinderella this year.
11 seed from Chapel Hill was not supposed to be in the tournament in the first place.
Yo, don't hate on us. Do not hate on us. That is so crazy.
Just saying they're super close against Ole Miss, so they proved us all wrong.
Exactly. After going down 20?
Yeah.
So who's been the bust of the tournament? I'm changing the topic real quick. Who has been the bust of the tournament?
St. John's.
I was just gonna say, I think it's St. John's.
St. John's. They came into the tournament with like the Cinderella. It wasn't like a Cinderella team because they've been so good, but it was like a Cinderella like run. Rick Pitino takes over a new program and turns the entire thing around, and they destroy all year. Everybody's like, okay, it's definitely it's St. John's year. That's the way it's gonna go. And then they lose to Arkansas in like a gritty game, but they just couldn't figure it out.
But we're also like Arkansas is also like a tough squad.
For sure, and it's a John Calipari coach team, so
like I don't know.
Still, it's like
it's been such a you're right. It's been such a chalky bracket that I'm like struggling. Like every team that's like lost to somebody, it's like could they have won the game? Like sure, but you're not upset that they lost either. Like it's like a good game for the most part. Maybe some of the earlier wins, like the ACC in general, is the Bucks.
I have a new answer. That's exactly what I was going to say. Clemson.
Clemson
is
Clemson scored what 13 points in the first half of their first round game.
Is insane. McNeese
you're just letting the ACC down. Like everybody's talking about how bad of a conference it is, and you have a chance to shut people up, and you go and score 13 points against McNeese.
And let that dude Amir Khan get more aura or whatever.
They're scared.
Yeah, I think outside of St. John's, it was Clemson or just the ACC as a whole. Because Louisville, everybody was talking about how Louisville got misseeded as an 8, and then they come out and get smoked by Creighton
in
the first round.
Yeah,
and it was just like such lazy basketball too. Like I was watching, like you think that playing in the ACC is like puts you to another level, or playing in the tournament puts you to another level, and they just look like they didn't care. Like on the defense side of the ball, that's just most frustrating to watch.
My boy Stephen Ashworth was a stud. I love his game. He's so good.
Great career.
I also think Wisconsin was a big letdown. Tanji came off of an unbelievable year, and they didn't get smoked by BYU, but it was a pretty one-sided
game. BYU is a great team, though.
They so good.
They happened to run into Alabama when Alabama broke the record for most threes in the NCAA game. So, that sucks.
Yeah.
If Alabama played the way they played against BYU, they win the tournament if they play like that every game.
So. BYU might be a 1 seed next year.
With AJ?
With AJ Devanza.
Maybe if they keep some people from this year. I don't know. I think one of their best players is supposed to be a lottery pick, but I don't know. So we have 1 Florida by buzzer beater and 2 Houston's.
And I'll just be so happy if Florida wins, and I'll probably bet on Florida too. Just I
I do exactly. I want Florida to win so badly, but I am going to say Houston.
Yeah.
All right, we want to transition.
Jokic,
yeah.
Or SGA MVP this season,
bro. Like, I think before we start this, we have to define what the most valuable player award is, because this award has no definition, at all. Because Jokic is the best basketball player on the planet right now, if that's the question.
I don't think it's close either.
It's insane what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because I also think if OKC doesn't have SGA, they would still make the playoffs and be okay.
Yeah.
If the Nuggets don't have Jokic, they might not make the playoffs, I don't think, and they definitely will not be good.
Jokic has missed 11 games this year.
Okay.
The Nuggets are 4-7, and they've been outscored by 8.3 points per 100 possessions. SGA has missed 3 games. They've been outscored by 8.3 points by their opponents per 100 possessions. SGA has missed 3 games. The Thunder are 2-1 and outscore their opponents by 4.2 per 100 possessions.
Wow.
So the Thunder are still a good team. I think the Thunder would be a playoff team without SGA. And he's elevated them from a playoff team to a 1 seed.
Yeah.
And Jokic's team would not make the playoffs, and he's pushed them into what, their 2nd or 3rd right now?
Yeah, I think they're
3rd.
4th.
So I will stand here and argue for Jokic every day of the week.
I agree. I agree. It is
It's
crazy.
so hard. Like, there's nothing really. As much as I want Shea to win it, there's nothing really to like. He's only averaging what, like 3 more points, and then everything across the board, Jokic is better at. Like Jokic is like the second in the league in both assists and steals. Like that is insane. As 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
No.
So as much because then like it becomes like really scary. It's the conversations you need to start having about Jokic. Like if he wins MVP this year. Like
so I can in my opinion, I can tell you what I think should have happened is that Jokic wins the MVP that they gave to Embiid. SGA wins last year and Jokic wins this year. So I feel like
Jokic's fourth.
This should be Jokic's fourth. Embiid should have never gotten one, and SGA should have gotten the one last year.
The Embiid one.
Because I don't think if SGA gets the one last year, I don't think it's a conversation. I think that because SGA didn't get one last year, everybody is doing like, you know, the whole what's it called?
Like they're tired of voting for Jokic.
Yeah. What's that called? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
One other point. When Jokic is on the court, the Nuggets have the best offensive rating in NBA history. It's 125.4 points per 100 possessions.
Jeez.
And when he's off the court, they're 30th in the league right now. 104.9 on offensive rating, which is 30th in the league, and it's first all time when he's on the court.
That's insane. That's an insane stat, actually.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know how you even like. I understand that they're first.
Voter
fatigue. Very good.
And it's hard. It's so annoying.
As someone who is a Lamar fan, I just can't in good conscience root for SGA to win this MVP. Like I was so upset that Lamar lost it for the same reason. So I could not.
Annoying.
But the other side of that is the NBA has been doing this for years.
Yes.
So like, if we're doing it consistently this way, because like, how many years could we have said LeBron should have won the MVP?
He should have
20.
Like Derrick Rose had a great season that year, but LeBron was the best player in the league. Like there's like years you can look at where it's like LeBron should have won, or like Kobe should have won, or like there are people that should have won MVPs that didn't.
But that's just not this year. Like I understand that argument, but that can't be this year. He's having the greatest statistical season of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that argument makes perfect sense, but it can't be for this year.
And he has 3 MVPs and is not, based off of how it's looking, is not going to win this year's MVP, even though this year is significantly better than every other MVP year he's ever had.
It's the best year of all time. If a player has the best year of all time and doesn't win MVP, then I don't know what the vote is for. Like what the award is for. That's my opinion.
Saw that in football this year. It's my 2 cents. So we're gonna let's just be consistent across the board.
I don't think the sports think about each other when they're voting.
Yeah.
So I think we're all in agreement that Jokic should win MVP.
I think so.
I don't think it's close. I'm not a Shea hater, but
like 2-3 weeks ago, I was making the argument for Shea, but I think it's.
I mean, Jokic had a 30-20-20 and a 60-10-10 in 2 weeks difference from each other.
When that happened to me in fantasy, I was like, "That's when
exactly.
I have to change my vote."
Like the amount of times I've checked my phone, the amount of times I've checked my phone in the last month, and it says Jokic is now the first player ever to do this. It's happened 6 times.
Yeah.
Shay's like, oh yeah, Shea scored 25 points for 100 games in a row, and they keep winning. But
Shea will score 31 points every game. He scores in between 30 and 32 every single game. And they win, and then they're like, yeah, he's the best. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. To wrap up the conversation that we just had, it's halftime Nuggets Pacers right now, and Jokic has 29, 9, and 6 at halftime. So that wraps that up.
That second place is looking really good.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. I mean, I needed Taurean Prince to outscore Jokic, which isn't going to occur. But
It's probably
good
going to
effort.
be close.
Good effort.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, so we have 3 Jokic's
Yeah.
here, and I think the whole world is Jokic outside of the voters that
Actual
don't
voters.
feel like giving it to Jokic.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next topic. We're going to be building a player. So the way this is going to work, it's going to be a draft order. We'll have 7 different categories. Our categories are shooting, athleticism, defense, body, IQ, passing, and ball handling. It'll be a snake draft. We'll go through and we'll pick one attribute of each player to then make a overall specific player, and then we will vote on who has the best outcome. All right, can everybody see?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, first pick is going to be myself.
Of course.
I feel a bit of commissioner confusion here.
And spin.
Never trust the commissioner.
Will be Jaden with the second pick.
We always trust the commissioner.
All right.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so I'll take first pick.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I think I'll just also take second pick.
Give me Curry shooting.
Oh, wow. Okay, I get third.
You went Curry shooting, Alex?
I'm taking Curry shooting.
Dang. I think that's the obvious first pick. I'm taking Kyrie ball handling.
Okay.
So I'm going with LeBron's athleticism.
Okay.
And I am pairing that up. Allen Iverson handles.
Okay. I will be going. Yeah, Giannis body.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick. So I will be taking.
It's a great one.
I'm taking Jokic IQ.
Okay.
And I am taking.
Oh.
Wait, we didn't clarify something. Well, this is only current players, or is this all time?
No,
I was going all time.
Okay, then
all
I
time.
think Jokic at IQ is.
I have.
But
yeah, I have Jokic IQ.
I have AI. I don't think so. I think Jokic is
one of
the smartest players ever.
And I'm taking Hakeem Olajuwon defense.
That's great.
Yep.
That's so great.
It's a great one.
Giannis body, Kyrie handling. Then give me. I think I can get this person on the way back around. So I'm gonna go Russ athleticism.
Great pick.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do Ray Allen shooting.
Wow.
And I'm going to do that with Magic Johnson's passing.
Those are 2 great picks.
Those are great picks.
Thanks, man.
Because I was definitely hoping Ray made it back. Who do I want as my shooter? I will take Klay Thompson at shooting. Prime Klay at shooting.
Yeah. All right. I am a Chris Paul hater, so I'm not taking Chris Paul at my passing. But pure passing ability, I want Rajon Rondo at my passing. I want Rondo.
Yeah.
I'm a big Rondo fan. And then I'm going to pair that with Vince Carter's athleticism.
Okay. Give me.
Do we pick athleticism already for everybody? I think we did.
I have.
Okay.
Who do you have at athleticism? LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
For defense, I will go Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
So Jacob, this should be your
I
last two, correct?
Defense. No, there's 7.
You'll have okay. You have 3
So I'll
left,
get
then.
one. I have 3 left. I have defense.
Yeah, gotcha.
I have defense, body, and IQ. So
Okay.
I think for defense, I'm going Michael Jordan. And for IQ, I'm going Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be taking Steve Nash with passing.
I'm going to take Jamal Crawford at my ball handling. And personally, for body, you don't want someone too tall. I'm taking Paolo Banchero at my body.
I will be taking, for my IQ spot, the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant to round out my squad.
Yeah.
All right. Last pick, Jake.
Final pick in the draft. I have to pick somebody's body. So I am trying to decide. We're all adults here.
That's why
I kind of want to pick Wemby. I kind of want to pick Wemby.
Insane. Wemby with LeBron's athleticism?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to do Kevin Durant.
Okay.
All right.
Kevin Durant's body.
All right, Alex, you went first pick.
So Alex, you going to start?
Yeah, I have Curry shooting with Vince Carter's athleticism, Hakeem Olajuwon's defense, Paolo Banchero's body, Jokic's IQ, Rajon Rondo's passing, and Jamal Crawford's ball handling.
Okay. I have
It would be pretty good.
It'd be pretty good.
Clay's shooting, Russ's athleticism, Kawhi's defense, Giannis's body, Kobe's IQ, Steve Nash's passing, Kyrie's ball handling. I don't know. No, I love my guy. I don't care.
Okay, so my player has the athleticism such as the GOAT LeBron James. With Allen Iverson's handles, he can shoot like Ray Allen, pass like Magic Johnson, plays defense like Jordan, thinks the game like Chris Paul in Kevin Durant's body.
Your guy's kind of nasty.
Your guy's good. Your guy's is good.
Your guy's really good.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to vote.
See,
you can't vote for yourself. That's how we'll do it.
Wait, so can you read yours again? Like, can we read them again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alex, you can go.
Curry shooting, Carter athleticism.
Curry,
Vince, Hakeem. Paolo body, Jokic IQ, Rondo passing, and Jamal Crawford ball handling.
Okay, and Jacob? You said?
LeBron's athleticism.
Can you go in order?
Yeah, the shooting first.
Yeah.
Just don't have to write the whole.
Okay, so Ray Allen shooting.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron athleticism. Jordan defense. Kevin Durant's body. Chris Paul IQ. Magic Johnson's passing. and Allen Iverson handles.
And AI. This is
Okay.
tough. Well, okay.
I'm thinking of it as. Oh, go ahead, Jed.
So my vote, if I can't vote for myself, that would be Jacob. I
I
think.
think I like Jacob more than mine. I think I messed up
Where do
with. I don't
you
know.
think you messed up at?
I mean, Hakeem could be argued as the best defender, and Curry can be argued as the best shooter. But
Curry
I
is
think
the best shooter.
Magic. Yeah, I mean, not argued. Magic is better than Rondo passing. I'm taking LeBron's athleticism over Vince Carter's. I'm taking AI's ball handling over Jamal Crawford's.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, Jokic, IQ could be debatable.
Yeah.
And
If I was my vote doesn't matter. I guess if I was to vote, I would vote Jaden's team over Alex's.
yeah, I might have lost.
But I think we should do one of these per week. One like of these drafts per week,
Yeah.
and then we'll just keep a tally of the winners.
Yeah. Who's keeping score?
And then once we get a following, we can have our followers vote.
Yeah.
For now,
Hey,
it's just us voting.
I don't know if you guys checked. We have 7 subscribers. It's elite stuff from us.
Oh, run it up to the moon. All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate the W for the week. I think that was fun. It was close though. I think that was close. Yeah, it's trivia time.
All right. So
Who should go
trivia
first?
Question.
Oh, you go first.
You're the winner? You go first, Jake.
No. You go first.
All right. So my trivia question is like it's a top 5, but it's not like that difficult. So do you guys want to work together on this or individualized?
We can work together.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys get 3 strikes to guess the top 5 players who have the most assists in the NBA since 2020.
Since 2020.
Oh,
okay. Guaranteed to be on this list. Trae Young.
Trae Young is number 1.
Yes.
Lock it up.
Really good, Jaden.
Trae Young's number 1 by a pretty large margin.
I think Jokic will be on this list too.
I think Jokic will be on this list as well.
Jokic is number 2.
Okay.
All right, this isn't a for sure guess. This is me talking to Jacob.
Yep.
How do we feel about LeBron James? Is that insane?
Like, I don't think it's insane, but I think that we can knock somebody out easier.
Okay, a couple years ago he was second. He might either led the league in assists or was second in assists, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Who else can we think of? Over the last
5 years.
Years?
Was Harden?
Harden might be. Oh no, because who's Harden played with the last 5 years? The Nets and the Clippers, and
the
Sixers.
All right, so
has he played with the Nets in the last?
Throw names. Yes, I think so. We can throw names back and forth and see which one sticks. So Harden, LeBron, and then Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's a good.
But that might have been beforehand.
Did Chris Paul get hurt at all in the last 5 years? Like badly?
Probably. I don't remember being badly hurt. No.
Who else? What if those are just the 3? And we're sitting here overthinking it.
Hey, whatever one you feel most comfortable with, you can guess it.
I feel like James Harden has been hurt.
Okay, that's fine.
No, because we're past Russ's prime over the last 5 years, like significantly past.
Yes.
So I don't think Russ would be, because there was a point in time where Russ was like top 5 in assists every year.
Yeah.
But we're probably past that starting in 2020. Luka? I think Luka's on there.
Oh,
I think
yeah, that's a good one.
There.
Yeah.
Let's go Luka, Alex.
Luka is number 5.
Wow. Yeah. Luka has to.
Okay, we
So
have
we
no
have
strikes.
We have Trae Young at 1, Jokic at 2, and Luka at 5 with no strikes.
Mm. All right. LeBron? Do you want to do LeBron?
let's go LeBron. Let's go LeBron.
LeBron is not on the list. That is strike number 1. He was top 10, but he is not in the top 5.
Where was he on the top 10?
Top 10.
He was
I feel like we're missing somebody like super easy.
Yeah. I feel like it took us way too long to get to Luka.
It did.
He was number 8 on the top 10.
He's 8. All right. So think about point guards. Who have been the good point guards in the league over the last 5 years?
So not De'Aaron Fox, Chris Paul, we have one there already. What other teams? Probably not Jamal Murray.
No, definitely not Jamal Murray. Jokic is already on there.
What other teams do we have in the NBA?
There are a lot of teams in the NBA.
That's what I'm trying to do. Steph, definitely probably. Draymond? No.
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 No. Bro, it could just be Jimmy Harden.
You think it's James?
Could be Jimbo Harden.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that guess, to be honest.
Alex, Jimbo Harden.
In the 3.
Wow, grateful.
All right.
Yeah,
last one. We have two strikes for one more.
Yep. 74. Okay.
All right, I'm trying to think of point guards that have been predominantly good over the last 5 years, since 2020. The Celtics have been good. They played the Suns.
LaMelo? That's no.
No, he came into the league at 23. Yeah.
At 23? No way.
He did 22, 23, right, Alex?
Yeah.
He's not in the LaMelo Ball. So
no, yeah, that's. I'm curious what year he came to the league, though. I think he's been longer than that.
He was drafted in 2020.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's going to be his entire career.
Behind Anthony Edwards and James.
What?
Bro, it's been 5 years. Like, that was the COVID half.
That's crazy. That's insane. All right. Not it. Okay. It's not Russ.
Who did Russ play with in 2020? The Rockets?
Yeah.
Russ
and he played well.
Russ in 2020
when was Russ on the Wizards?
Was it 2022?
Because he was averaging a triple-double with the Wizards.
Yeah, he had a good 3 years that we're kind of discounting. Because he was with the Lakers in 23 and 24, and then went to 24, 25, went to Denver? Or am I missing a team?
Yeah.
Yes. You're
right. I'm not mad at that. I guess we have 2 strikes if you're confident with it.
Like, he was one of the best. He was still one of the best players in the league when he was with Houston.
Yes, and he averaged a triple-double with the Wizards.
And he averaged triple-double with the Wizards. And Bradley Beal was, what, top 2 scorer that year? Top 3 scorer that year?
All right, go ahead.
Russell Westbrook, Alex?
Russell Westbrook, that's going to be strike number 2. He is number 6. He's one off the top 5 by about two. He's 200 assists behind Luka.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
All right.
1 for 1.
Come on, Jacob. We got to find this.
I'm thinking.
It's hard, like, not looking at, like, a list of, like, players in front of me. Like, just trying to do it.
Yeah, I know. Thunder. SGA. No. I feel like people just don't pass anymore.
Did we?
Like, I'm trying to think about people passing.
Did we pick up Did we say Chris Paul already? Or did we go away from Chris Paul?
No, we didn't guess Chris Paul. We talked about him, but we didn't guess him.
Okay.
Brother. Trying to pulling my inner Carson, Alex.
Your inner Carson? Yeah, shout out Nerd Sesh.
Shout out Nerd Sesh. Collab one day.
This is tough, Alex.
Oh, wait, I'm struggling.
Yeah, I wanted to give you guys a question.
Good question,
very,
Alex.
Very gettable. Like, it's not like an obscure question that you would never get, but it definitely provokes some thought.
And in 20 episodes, we're gonna look back and say, "Damn, we were so dumb."
Potentially, for
But
sure.
that's
I
okay.
feel like we're gonna say we're so dumb in about 5 minutes when Alex tells us.
Correct. Yes, for sure.
Um,
Dude, I'm struggling to even think of like potentials.
yeah. Ja, no, he's been hurt and out for a lot.
He also just doesn't pass like that.
Tyrese Halliburton, or is he too young?
That's actually a good guess.
When did Tyrese Halliburton come into the league?
But he really only took off
Like
last
the last
year.
2 years, yeah. Like last
Yeah.
season, this season.
That's a great guess. So would you if you were to if someone asked you who has more assists over the last 5 years, Chris Paul or Tyrese Halliburton, what would you say?
Probably because Chris Paul 5 years ago was the point guard for the Suns, and they were in the NBA Finals. Like
So I
Chris Paul
think at
was
this point
like
we guess Chris Paul.
5 years ago. Chris Paul was hooping,
Yeah.
and then he went because where did he go after? He was with Phoenix for what, 2 years, and where was he after Phoenix?
I think we're missing somebody though.
Did he go to Houston after Phoenix?
No.
Paul, or he went to Houston
before Phoenix.
Yeah, before Phoenix and then San Antonio.
So that's probably
and was a Wizard for like 2 days.
Oh yeah. Wizards for 2 days.
They just drop him.
He didn't play.
Yeah, we traded for him and traded him in the same night.
Waived him. All right, I guess I can't. My brain hurts, and we have 2 more questions. So I think we guess Chris Paul and call it a day. Chris Paul, Alex.
And Chris Paul is in the 4. Nice job, gentlemen. Nice job. You guys did way too hard.
That is so crazy.
Tyrese Halliburton was in the 7. So that was a great pull, Jaden. So you guys got top 5, and then 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Yep. And then 9 was Sabonis, and 10 was Damian Lillard. But
I would have never guessed Sabonis in a million years.
Dude, let's go. We got it.
Good job, guys. Yeah, Trae Young has 300 more assists than Jokic.
I can go. I want to change up a little bit, talk about some football. So,
all right.
Oh shoot.
Similar question, Alex. Top 5 rushing yards by a running back over the last 5 years.
Okay. Same top 5, 3 strikes.
And we'll go 3 strikes, and you have to confirm it.
All right.
Confirm your guess.
I think Derrick Henry has to be number 1.
Derrick Henry
is going to be my guess. Okay.
Derrick Henry is number 1.
Okay. Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you think, Jacob, that Christian McCaffrey has enough in the last 4 seasons to do it when he didn't play this season?
Yeah. Top 5, I think so.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey is number 19 on this list.
Holy smokes.
Oy.
There are also
all right, 1 strike. All right.
19 with quarterbacks in that top 20 as well. But the top 5 is all running backs.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. So Nick Chubb missed the season, but he was like leading the league for a while. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about football in a while.
I know. Yeah. Saquon, I feel like probably could be in it.
Definitely Saquon. Definitely Saquon. Yes, Saquon.
Saquon, is that you're locked in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Final guess, Saquon.
Saquon Barkley is number 4 on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is according to StatMuse.
All right. So we got Saquon.
You cut out for me for a second. Saquon's in there?
Yeah, he's number 4.
Yeah, Saquon's number 4.
All right.
Do you think Chubb's in there?
I like he didn't play last 2 seasons. We need consistency here.
Who's been good since 2020? I keep thinking about fantasy, and that's just not the way that goes.
I know. Like Eckler comes to mind, but like I don't like Eckler.
But he wasn't good for rushing. He's only good for fantasy.
He's a touchdown scorer. Since 2020, when was Ezekiel Elliott like prime? Was that pre-2020?
But this is like
I think it was like right around though.
It starts with the 2021 season. This is from April of 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
So
go back to my notes.
So technically,
Alex, Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Good guess.
Sure, Jonathan Taylor, lock in.
Jonathan Taylor is in fact number 2 on the list.
Jonathan Taylor's number 2 on the list.
Yes.
Okay.
So we need 2 more.
With about 1,500 yards below Derrick Henry.
God damn. Okay. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor a lot.
All right, so we have 2 more.
Yeah, you have 1, 2, and 4, and you have 1 strike.
We have what?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't gotten number 1.
You have
no,
you have 1 strike. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry's number 2 on the list. You said
no. We have 1, 2, and 4. We need 3 and 5.
Okay, we need 3 and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Is Josh Jacobs a horrible guess?
No, I don't think so.
He was really
actually.
good on the Raiders.
I don't think that's a terrible guess.
And he was. I mean, if this season counts too, he was probably top 5 this season.
He's gonna be number 5.
We locked in on Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, we have 2 strikes left.
Yeah, I like it.
We're locked in.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is number 3 on this list.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
You guys are cooking.
Good pull there.
So we just need number 5. Good pull.
Number 5. Number 5 was the one I thought you guys were going to struggle with.
Really? All right. So the Chiefs. That doesn't work.
No.
Maybe
this is including playoffs, correct? I would assume. I don't even know. Probably not. It
doesn't matter.
I don't.
Watch it be like Lamar or something.
He said they're all running backs.
They're all running backs. If you're curious, Lamar was number 12 on this list, though.
Voter fatigue.
Yeah.
Voter fatigue. Let us think.
My mind keeps going to Chubb, even though he's been hurt for forever.
He's
definitely not on there.
I would assume he's not.
No, I know. I need to stop thinking about him.
Okay. I hate this guess, but I know that he's the only player in the league to do it since 2020.
Najee. You're going to say Najee.
Is it Najee?
It's not Najee. I know for a fact it's not Najee. But you're talking about the 1,000 yards a season thing? Yeah. Don't let your
emotions get ahead of yourself, Jacob. I know
you're the biggest. Going with Najee?
You're the biggest.
I think so many people have done that though.
No, Najee.
You can guess him. Do you want to guess him?
No, I don't want to actually, but I'm just throwing him out there because he has done it.
Okay. It's not either of them.
That's not a bad guess though. It's here.
I don't even know. Like first, football just like it's like one season in, one season out the other. Like I'm thinking about Bijan, and Bijan's a rookie. That's a horrible guess.
Exactly.
Brother. Yeah, it's definitely not anybody from the Commanders.
No.
Giants, Saquon. Who's with? No. Golly. All right. How much time do we need for you to start giving hints, Jaden?
0.
We need to guess the strikes. Yeah.
So I can give you a hint, but it would count as a strike unless you just want the strike.
No. Jacob, do you like Alvin Kamara?
Yes, great answer. Really good. Yeah.
Are you locking in Alvin Kamara?
I think so.
I think so.
I like Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
All right, lost it. It is not Alvin Kamara. I lost where he was on the list, though.
Dang. I like that guess, though, Alex.
I was between Alvin Kamara and Aaron Jones.
That's interesting, too. It's not going to be Aaron Jones, but that's interesting.
So have we said his name yet, Jaden? Because we have all of our strikes. Have we gotten all of our strikes? Or we still have another strikes?
You have one strike left. And
okay, we have one strike
Alvin
left.
Kamara was 9 on the list.
That's not a horrible guess.
Yeah, have we said his name yet, Jaden?
I'm not giving you that hint.
Dude, it's definitely Najee, dude.
All right.
I'm willing to give you I can take a hint.
Think about other running backs that have been there for a while, Alex. James Conner, we haven't said.
James Conner.
Aaron Jones, we haven't said. Zeke, we haven't said. Brian Robinson, many men.
I think I like Aaron Jones out of those couple.
Really?
Aaron Jones?
So
I think it's either Aaron Jones or James Conner. I think
Aaron Jones was better on the
But James Conner has gotten hurt though.
Exactly. I like Aaron Jones.
Okay, we can do Aaron Jones.
Are we locking in Aaron Jones?
Yes.
Sure.
It is in fact Aaron Jones. Way to be, boys.
Yes.
It is in fact Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to guess who was number 6, who I would have thought was number 5. It was Demont.
I never think about Dave Montgomery.
Never thought about him.
Because he was hooping with the Bears, too.
I mean, I could have given it to Jahmyr. I was thinking more Jahmyr Gibbs than Demont.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Dang, was Najee in the top 10?
Good job.
Najee was 11. Nick Chubb was 10. Alvin Kamara was 9.
Glad we didn't guess Najee. I told you.
Okay, but Aaron Jones, let's go.
The only person you guys didn't mention in the top 10 was Joe Mixon and David.
That would have been a good guess too. I didn't think about him either.
And I would like David Montgomery and Joe Mixon. I would have thought were more likely than Aaron Jones.
All right, episode 1 is coming to a close of Who's Keeping Score. We are going to be recording once a week every Sunday, and video is going to be posted on Monday afternoons. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll have some better topics throughout our time here. Anything you guys want to say?
Great first episode. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, great first episode. It was a ton of fun. I hope everybody enjoys listening to it.